Guys, in today's video, I want to list a lot of Lego. You guys may recall a few months ago, Araval and I went pretty crazy with the Lego. We found a bunch of stuff on clearance, we found a bunch of stuff that was retiring, and I've been storing it all here for the time being. But as we're getting closer to Christmas, it's now time for us to go ahead and list all of this stuff. So I've got a little bit more. There's plenty of sets actually back here. There's probably maybe 8 sets back here. I think there's a whole bunch. You just can't really see them because of the light, but there's a bunch back there. There's all these ones right here, and then there's these ones up top. And my goal is to get them all listed. Now, here's the deal. Araval has a bunch of other sets. He's actually already listed them. But those are the ones that I didn't have here. So he's got a couple doubles of what I have here. So I said for any doubles that he has, we'll do one listing for them. And then he can just add quantity to those doubles. And that's sort of how we're going to be doing it here. So we got a lot of listing to do. But all the ones that he's already done were ones that he only had. So all the ones here, we'll just have to do one listing for each of them. A couple other things up here that are miscellaneous. That one's actually already listed. That's empty. That was Value Village, but I didn't actually have anything in it. So that's just an empty box. These up here are some minifigure things I think will get listed here as well. And then these ones are all various sets that we'll have to take one of and get some pictures for. But I think it's going to be pretty fun here. I'm excited to see how long it's going to take us. But first, actually, guys, before we get into that, I actually want to share with you guys how we're doing with the games. You guys will recall that last video we finished up the 300 or so games that we were dealing with down here. Well, you guys will know from before that we had the how many can we list in a day challenge, I believe it was, and we had tested a whole bunch of games for that, and some of those still aren't finished. So I took some time. I did a few different stacks off camera here, and I want to update you guys as to how far we've gotten with that. So check it out, guys. This is it. Araval came over, he took a lot of the loose games back, and he actually listed all those. So we've got this little pile right here. We've got this pile, which has a lot of duplicates, but I'm excited to do it. It shouldn't be too bad. And then we have this big pile back here of some Xbox 360, or actually I think that's original Xbox stuff. And that's it. Everything else is done. So once we get this done, we have more lots coming in that we can move on to. And of course, I still have other stuff like this stuff and this stuff and this stuff and the stuff in this box that still has to get listed. The PS1 stuff, for example, still has to be listed. And then some of the stuff on this shelf still has to be refurbished and then listed. But for the most part, we're doing pretty well. And this stuff back here is all that we really have left. So I'm excited. I want to get one of these stacks done today. Then we're going to go on and do some listing of the Lego stuff. And then we're going to go pull some orders because we have quite a few of those to do. This is actually going to be a few days, this video, because I'm going to do some of this stuff today, but then we're going to be pulling orders tomorrow on Tuesday so we can take advantage of some of the free shipping Tuesday stuff. We've sold quite a few consoles. So I'm excited to get into that. But for now, let's just start off by getting some of this stuff listed. You guys might recall this stuff's all already tested and clean, so I just had to take some pictures and put it up on eBay. It's photo time now. I've got everything brought over here. This is the stuff I'm going to try to get done today. Not a whole bunch, but you know what? We're making progress slowly here, and that's going to be the goal, is just to do a little bit every day. So, I don't know, there's maybe 15, 20 games here, and they're not going to be super high priced, except for maybe this one. I think that's about a $15 game, and there might be a couple other ones in there. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take some photos of them here. I got the SD card in, and we'll go ahead and get them listed. All of the games have now been photographed, and I'm ready to move on to listing them on eBay. And I've got a new box ready because we really have filled up all of the bins that we have over there. Okay, so we just wrapped up all these listings here, about 21 games, or exactly 21 games, for just under $150. So not too bad there. I did make a new bin. I think I told you guys that already. So anyway, let's move on now. I've got some more time here today. I don't exactly want to start on the Lego just yet. I think I'm going to do that stuff tomorrow, perhaps. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to start working on maybe a few of these items that have been sitting here for a little bit too long, like this iPod and that BlackBerry and a couple other things. I'm just going to get some stuff drafted and cleaned up around here. So we're not quite getting into the whole cleanup phase, but we're going to start by getting a few things that have been sitting for a while listed. So let's go ahead and get maybe a couple of these items drafted up. So I've been fooling around with this BlackBerry now for a little bit. I did have the red light come on there, but I'm not exactly sure how this goes. And I'm not sure how I turn this guy on. There's a very good chance I'm just going to end up listing this as is and not working. I don't know. I've got the charger here, but that's not doing anything. I'm pressing buttons, but nothing seems to be working. Maybe this button, is it that? What's that say on it? That might be mute. I have no idea. What's this one do? I don't think it's going to work, guys. The iPod, on the other hand, the iPod works, and it actually works pretty well. There's our scroll wheel going on. There's our songs. There's actually some preloaded stuff on here. I'm not sure if I had to clear it or not, but it does look like it's charging. Is this the on-off on these, or is it something else? Do I flip this? How does this work? That seems to lock it. I'm not sure what that means. Does lock it mean that, like, you can't turn it on? I think it means, like, this doesn't work, right? Yeah, that doesn't, it's something that doesn't shuffle your songs, I think, if you put it in your pocket. But if you unlock it here, this thing's so stiff. There we go. If you unlock it, then you can, yeah, then you can move around here, which is cool. By the way, I want to show you guys something really cool here. There's a camera on here. Let me see where it is. Oh, probably under camera. So I think if I click on this, yeah, check this out. I never knew these guys had cameras. but we have a camera, and I'm not sure. Oh, you know what? It's seeing the case right now. There we go. The camera's working, and not a bad one at that. I mean, this thing's pretty compact to have that kind of camera. Maybe I should just start vlogging on here. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna hold on to this guy, and we'll start making all the videos with this thing. Obviously, I'm kidding. But yeah, there we go. That's how that works, I guess. And is that our pictures? I think Araval may have been playing around with that. That might be some of our stuff that you're seeing pictures of there. Regardless, okay, so this thing looks like it is working. I just need to make sure that it charges up. This isn't, no, it's not touchscreen. I'm kind of new here. But yeah, okay, so that thing does look like it's going to work. Okay, guys, we can see now the battery is basically charged. I'm not sure, though, how you are supposed to, delete all. Yeah, actually, we could do that because we want to, how do I, what? Okay, well, that's not good. It just told us to connect to power, so maybe it died. I'm not sure what happened. I'm going to put it back in now and charge it up a little bit more. That was pretty full though, so this could be troubling. So I think we'll take a quick break from slightly, maybe, possibly working devices here for a little bit and let those guys charge up. But in the meantime, I have a whole bunch of blank media here that I bought in a recent lot. And I want to go through this stuff and get this stuff listed on eBay, I believe. So there's all sorts of stuff in here, but we need to kind of bundle it together. It's all brand new blank media, which is exciting. But yeah, let's see what kind of bundles we can make out of this stuff. Some of this stuff can be worth some really good money. So here's everything that I have. I have some Sony HF stuff, which are high fidelity. I guess these are some sort of tapes that are blank. These had at one point, I believe that's a 99-cent tag. Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was a 1 or not, but no, that's 99 cents each. And nowadays they're probably worth a little bit more than that because these are not being made, I don't believe, anymore. At least not maybe by Sony or whatever the case is. One blank VHS tape here. Not sure if that's gonna be worth anything. And then finally here, we've got a couple DVD raw packs. These were going for at one point $3.99, not bad at all. So we gotta go ahead and list all these. I'm gonna go look up right now if it's worth bundling some of this stuff or if we should sell them all individually. So let me go ahead and check that out. But if we do, for example, just do like 4 of these could go letter mail, which is super cool. Okay, so I've gone through what we have now and I've decided on some of the lots I want to do. I was looking into doing these separately because I didn't realize they were all different, but I've been looking on eBay and a lot of people are lotting up tons of different type of media like this together. So I think this 3 stacks right here, or these 3 stacks, should all be lotted up. They're all the 90s. I'm not sure if that means anything, but I guess 90 minutes. Haha, there we go. But yeah, so there was a few listings with literally these exact items in it that sold. So I'm excited about that. 14 of them here. We should be talking about $30 tops there. Maybe you have to drop the price a little bit, but I'm thinking that'll be good. Basically $2 a piece, which is not too bad. We have 14 here in total. So maybe double that $1 price tag, but don't worry, I did not pay $1 for these. So that's going to be good. Yet to look these up, actually. I haven't looked them up, but they're 10 packs. I'm going to do those likely as a lot of 3 unless they're worth more individually. And this, I think, will just be one lone thing. Haven't looked that one up either, but I'm hoping that it will maybe sell. I don't know, but we'll see. Now, tell me that's not good product staging. I'm going to go ahead and take some pictures for this lot and get it listed here. Okay, so I just did a little bit of research on these. I have the other 2 things actually listed, not even drafted, but they're listed. I know, it's amazing, but I just did a little bit of research on these guys. Looks like they're worth about 15 bucks each. So I think I'm just going to lot them all together for like maybe 40 bucks, maybe 45. And we'll see how long they take to sell. Now, unfortunately, was it this one? No, it wasn't. Which one of these? I dropped one of these. Yeah, this one, and it ripped open. So I'm just going to have to describe that, I guess. But, oh, that sucks. It literally just fell off the top, and it like the CDs inside moved and ripped it. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take these pictures now. We'll get these listed, and then we'll see how those phones and iPods and whatever are doing. Okay, and with all the media listed, let's return back to our iPod and see how this guy is doing. I have almost no faith left in the BlackBerry, and a little bit of faith left in this, but we'll see. Okay, finally got the power cable out. Looks like it wants to go this way now. We got a lot of music on here. Okay, can I get out of here, please? Yeah, look, is that thing already going down? I have a feeling that battery is going down. I'm going to guess that this thing is not holding a charge. What if we do something? Okay, let's go back to our video camera and see if we run that for a few minutes. Will we run out of juice? Because there's no way that it's only supposed to last that long. And we are on a video camera now, and I'm sure whoever buys this is gonna see this video if I don't know how to delete it. So I should probably stop that. Okay, let me see here. How are we doing? I will have to keep an eye on that, but I think it's not holding a charge. Well, this guy did not pass his test. I just went to play a bunch of music, and it was just jumping from one to another and was not playing them in any order. Maybe the software is bad or something, but the battery also definitely is not working. I mean, that was just a few seconds. And we're already down to almost half, or actually we are at half now. So I'm just going to list this one as is. I'll explain the issues as my best of my knowledge, and then we'll just move on from there. So I want to take a quick break, guys, and show you guys a box that I just received on my P.O. box. This was something that I purchased off a subscriber, I believe, that's full of some video games. Just a few, but there's some pretty good titles. I think I paid around $100 for it, so keep that in mind but let's break down what we got in here. Okay, so I opened it from the bottom here so you guys couldn't see the address on it, but here's a look at the games that we got. I'll pull out stack number 1 there for you guys to look at, and there's a 007, a SmackDown in there, and a couple other good games like Cooper, Batman, so some good stuff overall. Anyone wondering, what is this? Oh my gosh, there was another game in there. They all just fell on the ground, but we got Destroy All Humans 2, we got The Simpsons Skateboarding, which I haven't heard of, but that might be a valuable one. The Men in Black Alien Escape. That's really interesting because I didn't actually account for these, I don't think, in the total numbers for the lot. So that's, I think, a little bonus there. That's awesome. I took that disc out just to make sure there wasn't anything else in there. But yeah, that's awesome. So we got 2 extra discs there. That's great. Next stack, and heads up here, guys, I think this is all PS2 stuff, but obviously some really good stuff here. X-Men Legends, Spider-Man, Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit, a couple Soul Caliburs. That's Jack X Combat Racing. That might be worth something. A couple Dragon Ball Z game, and a Guitar Hero 2. So that's another really good stack. Next up here, we have another Need for Speed, Most Wanted, Grand Theft Auto, Madagascar, James Bond, and Crash. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that stack right there. And let's see what's in here. Looks like it might be 2i, the Tasmanian Tiger, which if that's the case, it's not super valuable, but we'll still take it. Yeah, it is. So I think this is the one that needs the sensor. Maybe I'm thinking of something else, so this could be worth something. I can't recall if this is the one that's worth something or not. And the final 4 here, and this is where it gets kind of exciting, Road Rage, an absolutely phenomenal game that's, I think, worth quite a bit now, maybe a $20 game there. Star Wars Bounty Hunter, Pro Street for, or Need for Speed Pro Street, and then Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. And that's a look at everything that came in that box. Okay guys, so it's actually the next day today, and I think we're gonna take a break from doing some listings, and then we're gonna go ahead and take a look at some stuff that's sold. I gotta get a bunch of stuff packed today. Obviously it's free shipping, so I've already got my labels for those. I was a bad YouTuber. I didn't show you guys the first 2 items that sold because I packed them up with the free shipping Tuesday. So I'm going to show you guys those anyway here, but they're in boxes. But then we've got plenty of other items that sold. So I'm really excited to show you guys what sold. Let's take a look at those though really quickly, and then we can move on to ideally doing all the Lego stuff, I think. Let's start off here on the left, guys. First of all, we sold this Panasonic phone base for the price on the screen. I think it was 15 bucks if I don't recall, or if I remember correctly. This is another phone right here that we sold. It's just a Panasonic bundle in one of our labeled bags. I gotta get the rest of them in these because it's a pain to find these things when they're not in these labeled bags. So that's that one that sold. We've got a lot of 2 here that sold. I think we got like $30 in these, which is not bad at all. Those are the 470 units. So that was a really good sale there. Then, of course, we got a big pile of video games. Airval had a whole bunch more that he ended up signing out. So this was a pretty good weekend for sales. Anyway, if we start off here at the top, we have Dead or Alive 3 for the Xbox. Then we have NHL 12 for the 360. We've got Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock. We have Mortal Kombat Deception for the Xbox. We have Big Strike Bowling for the PlayStation. We have Freestyle Metal X. We have Enter the Matrix, Path of Neo, or I guess just the Matrix Path of Neo. Pretty valuable game there. I think we got 20 on that. We got Medal of Honor for the PlayStation 3. We have Batman Arkham Origins for the Xbox 360. Halo 3 ODST for the 360. And then finally, Metropolis Mania. Metropolis Mania. There we go. That's a look though at all the games that sold. And then in this box right here, I've already got a label on it, but this is a PlayStation 2 lot that sold, and I think we got some pretty good money out. This was part of our free shipping Tuesday sale. And then finally down here, don't worry, this box is not as ghetto as it looks. This was actually one of those like pre-folding boxes, which is really cool. I've never used them before. I just made sure to add extra tape, but this is designed to be like that, so it's all good. But this is a Xbox 360 bundle. And yeah, I don't know what we got on it. I think we got pretty good money. This was one of the bundles I did with Airval that we came over and we did a whole bunch of them. So this is one of many that sold. We actually sold one more of these bundles, but the buyer didn't pay for about 2 days. And this was again part of the free shipping Tuesday deal, and they didn't pay. So obviously, a lesson learned, and I learned this last year too. I'm not sure why I forgot, but we had to set free shipping items to require immediate payment with Buy It Now. Otherwise, we're not going to get the payment before the Tuesday. And that would mean they could pay on Wednesday, have free shipping, and then we didn't have any ability to get the free shipping Tuesday deal that Canada Post offers. So that would be a problem, and that's kind of what happened here. However, I went on the buyer's page, and they just had tons of feedback. Now, you guys may not know this, but you can't leave negative feedback on a buyer. So all it is a bunch of positive feedback that says that the buyer never pays from other sellers, which is kind of concerning. So I called eBay because I wanted to see if there was anything we could do about this buyer, because it frustrates me when there's people like that going around obviously making bids and buying things, you know, making offers on tons of things and then never paying. It's just a waste of time, and it's a waste of everybody's time. It's not great for the platform. So I called them up. They said there's nothing that they can do as of now, but in our case here, we have to wait 4 days to cancel the order because that's the time they have to pay, which obviously they won't. Whatever. It's just frustrating. But yeah, I'm hoping that we can get something done. I did let them know, I asked them if they could put a strike on their page or something, and they said they'll look into it. So hopefully something will come out of that, because that's just annoying. Anyway, with that, I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of this stuff packed up. I will see you guys when it's all done. All right, well, all the parcels are now packed up. I'm ready to drop those off at the post office, and we can now resume with our episode. Let me run up there and do that, and then we'll get some Lego listed on eBay. Okay, and with all that stuff out of the way, I'm now gonna go through and try to get the Lego listed, guys. So what I'm thinking I'll do is I'll pull all the items out here. I've got my light on so you guys can kind of see things, but I'll pull all the items out here and we'll take a look at what we have, get a quantity for each of them, and then we'll go ahead and make a listing for each different set, and then we'll add our total quantities. I think I'll probably just draft them and then let Airval come in, add his quantities before we get them listed. But that's going to be the plan for today. So let me go ahead, pull these all down, we'll bring them over to the photo table, and I think this should go pretty smooth. Would have been pretty easy if my desk wasn't full of labels and cloths and Goo Gone and Santa Claus mugs. I got to go ahead and get this stuff all cleaned up before we get everything listed. Okay, before we actually get the Lego done, I did realize that we still have the BlackBerry to deal with, so I could not get this guy working for the life of me. Still have no idea what any of these buttons do. I don't know, guys. It's just not going to be worth it. Yeah, I'm just going to list it as is. I'm not going to try to fix it, obviously. So that's going to be that. Does this slide off or something? Can I tell how much storage it has? What's this button here, dude? Does this let me lift it up? No, I can't figure it out. Anyway, I'm going to list it like this with the charger, and whatever it sells for, it sells for. We're just going to have to write it off. Okay, guys, so here's all the Lego pulled out now, and this is everything that we need to get listed. Not too bad. Not as much as I thought. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to go one by one. I'm going to get them all done, and I think this should go pretty smoothly. So I'm going to start off here with the big ones, get it lined up along the back there. And I think that'll be good. There's a couple things I'm worried about, like obviously minor damage, and the coloring here is probably not going to be a problem for a buyer. I don't know. So what I'll try to do is probably find the worst one out of the three and show that one off in the pictures. But for example, there's one set here that I noticed has a little crease right here. Like, is that going to be a problem? I'm not sure how particular Lego people are. So again, I'll take pictures of the worst ones, and I think that should be good. That way I can say it's you know, in the pictures that there's some damage, I guess, but I don't really want to describe them as damage because that doesn't feel like damaged, right? But I don't know. Anyway, maybe you guys have some feedback on that and I can update the listings accordingly if any of you guys know anything more about Lego than I do. I just like, I don't know. Does this look like a damaged box to you? Like, I don't want to list it as a damaged box, but it definitely does have that little issue. So I'm going to photograph this one, of course, and we'll see what happens. But that's sort of the goal. Anyway, let me get to it. Okay, so quick update. I've got the table now cleared off. I've been taking a few pictures here. We've got quite a bit left to do here, but we're making good progress. I've got that set there done, those sets there, and then that one at the top. And basically all I'm doing is I'm going to the drafts. I'm typing in the title of the set. I'm going, you know, Lego, then the brand. So Lego Super Mario, set number 71371, for example. And then I write Propeller Mario. So anybody that's searching, you know, just Super Mario, anybody that's searching for the Propeller Mario, or if they're searching by set number, it will all come up. And then at the end, I just put new sealed. And that's basically what I've been doing. Then I'm going through the item specifics, making sure they're all good. In fact, I can just usually select the similar ones that are listed already on eBay and use their item specifics. So that's pretty handy. And then we're just taking 6 pictures of what I've been doing. I've been doing the front. I'll do, like, you know, the side, the back, the other side, the top, and the bottom. It's a box. So picture of every side is what I've been doing. And that's probably overkill. But regardless, I want to make sure the buyers have every reason to buy it and no reasons not to. And that's sort of what I think about in some of these things, especially when it's multi-quantity, because I have lots of them. I don't want to be sitting on them. So let's not make it hard for the buyers to buy them. If they're curious about what's on the right side of the box, well, they can now know. So that's the idea. We've got 4 of these sets here that I'm about to list, and then we've got just a few more. We're going to do one listing for these 2, one listing for these 3, and then one listing for these. Then I'm going to give Airval a call and see which ones he has. Okay, guys, so I'm a little upset right now. I was just putting back the Lego after I finished photographing it all, and I went to put it on the top shelf, and I dropped a PlayStation 3. Oh, no, this is not good at all. I may be thinking, well, not a big deal, right? What did it fall on? It fell on concrete. Fell right off the 2nd or 3rd shelf high. So this is never good. This was listed, unfortunately. So yeah, you can see right here where it hit the ground, we have some cosmetic damage there. And over here where I hit, right down there, it has some cosmetic damage there. Luckily, I've just plugged it in and it seems like it still turns on, but this button is no longer pressing. That's not good. I guess if you press it hard enough, it works. But now, I mean, oh my gosh, I am furious at myself right now. This is a $100 item that we've just totally demoed. It turns off. You can see it works fine. It needs a little extra press now, which is not good. That's not okay. I must have, I don't know, unless it's supposed to be like that, but this one's not like that, so I doubt it. Oh, man. So I'm testing it right now. I'm testing it again. I'm going to have to adjust the listing, of course. Oh, I hate when this happens. It's the worst, and it's just the worst thing for things to fall on. Let's see if it still works here, guys. You guys are with me right now. Let's see. Here we are. Looks like it's going to be okay. I'll go ahead and maybe just run a disk through it too, make sure everything's good. And then I'll probably just update the photos then in that case, describe this issue, and dang it, That really sucks. Yeah, you can actually see where a little bit of this glass broke here on the edge, so that's just really unfortunate. Ah, that really sucks. You have to lower the price on this and everything. I gotta call Airval now, definitely, and let him know he's not gonna be happy. Okay, guys, so that whole PS3 thing kind of ruined it at the end there for me, but luckily we got that guy with new photos and tested again. I put a disc in it. It did end up working, so luckily I was able to relist that in the new state of condition or whatever, and it just sucks, but whatever. I'm sure some of you guys have done that before and just, you feel so bad about it. Anyway, so that's that. I also dropped the price by $20. So we're now at $79.99, down from $100. So hopefully it will move before I can drop it again. That's kind of the idea. So anyway, got all the Lego done today. I'm super excited about that. Got off the phone with Airval. He's going to add all of his quantities to them, and then we're going to get them listed. So I'm super pumped about that. That's good for Q4. In case you guys are wondering too, my strategy with them is not actually to sell them all right now. That's not all the goal. The goal is to list them at the price that we want to get probably by year 2, because as you guys know, they go up in value. So the idea is that we're going to list them at the price that they would be if they were retired, even though some of them aren't. And then if people want to buy them this year, let's say there's low supply or whatever, then they can. But for the most part, I really just want to have them ready for next Christmas, if that makes sense. So, because we actually want to get more money for them than less. But I figured we'll put them up now, because there's no sense in them sitting here. If somebody wants to pay higher for them, the price that we get next year, then they can. But don't feel like if you guys see the listings for whatever reason and you go like, whoa, you're totally ripping the market off. That's why we are a little bit above market average on all those sets. So, hopefully that explains that. But yeah, we are going to get those guys listed here very soon. And with that, I'm going to bring it end today's video. Again, got a lot done. Got some video games listed, got some stuff shipped out, got a couple other phones and things sitting around listed, got all that Lego dealt with, everything. Super excited about the progress. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to go on below and leave a like on it. Also, comment down below any questions that you may have, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. I will see you guys all in the next video.